One evening, while listening to stories of a man waiting for his virtuous woman whose most notable flaw is taking too long to put on her makeup, and of a woman with Esther's boldness and Ruth's warm closeness waiting for and receiving her king, I wondered, who would wait for me? I figure only one who's been hurt more than me, damaged to his core by unhealed sores and wounds left from war, not the one we fight on our knees. No, these wounds are remnants of battles where he was compelled to cry out, "Baby, please, don't do this to me." Or maybe one who has mastered manipulation, mind games, mental monopoly, could maneuver through the minefield of my emotion. Only one whose verbal prowess could fire the ammunition of an AK-47, blasting through the fortress that protects my heart and my character, could find me worth the wait. Only he would call me sweetly at 11:30 p.m. every night. But at least he's consistent though, right? I mean, really, there's no one else who would want me. Me, who, considering the pig's hunger above my own virtue, repeatedly provided oversized portions of precious pearls to quench porcine appetites. So now the fragments of my once whole heart have been FedExed without insurance from Heartbreak Hotel to Soul Tie Central. I'm broken, y'all. So broken that I even learned how to block living words from entering my ear gates. My preferred language of pursuit became sweet nothings. No nutrients. Just enough substance to feed my insecure addictions. I mean, who else would wait for a heartbroken woman at the well, whose damaged soul led her to take not one, not two, but 6 husbands not her own? And knowing my shortcomings still made provision for my thirsty soul. There is one. He knocked, even after I shut the door in his face. Stood patiently as I saw his way of escape and ran the other way. He waited while they mocked him for my sake, just so he could say, "Yeah, I've been there too." He waited, not exhausted, like a tired mother of 7, coming off of a 12-hour shift on the job, walking 5 miles to catch her bus home, but as energetically as her child, who sees his mother walking down the road towards the front door. He eagerly waited for my heart to turn to him as he pursued me. He actively waited while orchestrating my rescue. See, I had already jumped off of the cliff of hopeless romanticism. He threw out the net that caught me. With my limbs sprawled in fatal surrender, they stretched him wide. In my ignorance, I grieved the grace that gave me new life, rejected by his own. Even still, he dried my tears with hope that what's mine is better than what's been. But for the melody set before him, he endured the cross. He reminded me of eternal purpose as he nursed my wounds with the salve of salvation. Then he cleansed my heart just as gently as a father would bathe his newborn baby girl. I mean, who else would wait as a groom for his bride, not just eager to undress her, but honored to cover her, provide for and protect her? If, like me, you've lived in valleys of shadows of doubt, let me reassure you, love waits for you. Love that is patient, kind, needs no reason to show itself, but is instead ever present. Beautifully scarred man, fearfully, wonderfully made woman, listen to me. Love waits for you. Jesus says, "I am standing at the door and knocking." Not forcefully breaking and entering, but waiting. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in. If anyone hears, he's waiting.